Hello and welcome, my beautiful mermaids and mermen, my beautiful sea sponges of the sea. Brenda Taro here with your Pisces daily vibe from your guides message for January the 18th. So let's see what we have here today for our energy we need to be made aware of. So we've got the card Potion, and it says to remember to practice self-love. So we're familiar with the concept of self-love and self-care, but either we've never actively practiced them or there's something we've fallen behind on. Either way, we should get back on track. We need to keep ourselves maintained in all ways, big or small. That can mean calling it quits to take a luxurious bath instead, or that can mean putting on a rosewater face mask and getting out our planners so we can sort out our life before we get, it gets too out of control. Whatever it is that you need to do, Pisces, this is about you doing what's right for you. Okay, don't be afraid to do self-care here. And maybe that means you need to take a day off work. You need to have a mental health day. Maybe you need to make out a to-do list and take your time and pace yourself getting things done, not rushing, not pushing yourself today. Sometimes we need to take a look in the mirror and say, maybe I need to eat healthier. Maybe I need to pull off a couple of pounds. Maybe I need to take more vitamins. Maybe I need to get out in the sunshine more. Whatever the case is, my beautiful Pisces, this is a time for you to make sure that you're taking care of you. You are, you're one fingerprint in time, and you need to be running on all your energy, being able to be healthy enough to face any challenges that come in towards you at any time. So this is a day where you need to know you are enough, you have enough, and you deserve enough. You deserve to have what you want. You deserve to feel better. You deserve to pamper yourself today, okay? Now, our next card is the Princess. Is the Princess. So the Princess says, you can be your own knight. So this pertains, it isn't gender, just female. I want all my beautiful male Pisces, men Pisces to know this, my mermen. This is all about being your own boss, stepping up, knowing that you don't have to wait for somebody to come in and rescue you out of anything. You may be in a dire situation and you need escaping from it. But rest assured, Pisces, you have the power within to preserve, to persevere. You already know you don't need to be rescued by a charming prince or princess or a chivalrous knight in shining armor. You've got your own shield and sword and God's help and anyone who thinks they can do a better job. So, this is about you realizing that, the power of spirit's with you always, Pisces, that we know we can move forward. All we have to do is ask and lean into that. Trusting our instincts and our intuition, and our psychic abilities as well, to realize that we don't need anybody's help, but to tap into higher self and tap into spirit, tapping in and knowing that we have everything we need and it's being provided to us. So as I always say, nobody's going to come and rescue us. We need to realize that we have all that strength within us today to go after our goals, to stand up for ourselves, to, to go out there, to make the first call and so on. So you've got everything you need here. You're protected, my beautiful Pisces, to go out there and face any challenges today. Now, coming in next, we have the Universe card. And this is telling me basically that we're all just stardust. So that means we all need to do our part, right? When we're children, we can barely comprehend the vastness of our own lives, let alone the existence of other planets. It's not long before we learn we aren't the center of the universe. We are but specks of stardust in one of its many skies. However, we must all still do our part or take care of our own individual worlds, or else it throws everything else off balance. So make sure to keep balance in your life, but don't forget the big picture, like recycling and not littering and giving thanks. So we all can do our own part, a little, even if it's very minuscule. If you don't think that it's going to matter, it will matter. So today, maybe some of us are going to be recycling more. Maybe some of us are going to sort through the garbage in our lives, and we're going to get rid of it. Okay. And that means negative and toxic energy, toxic relationships, unfulfilling situations in our life that aren't healthy for us, because we need to remember to practice our own self-love and realize that we're capable of letting go of things that don't serve us, letting go of things that no longer belong in our lives, letting go of things that are just, holding us back, right? So remember, this is about doing our part to make ourselves happy, but we might be doing our part to contribute to the universe and to society in general today. Doing our part, right? Every little bit helps. Okay, coming in next, we have that Three of Swords. And you guys all know that that is the card that I don't like the most. It's my most disliked card. But it's also saying, we have to look at the Three of Swords and say, yeah, it's a card of great disappointment, sadness, grieving, any of those feelings. But it can also be the card that says we're healing through it. We're getting through it. We realize that if we've had to deal with something here, we're going to practice self-love. We're going to take time for ourselves. We're going to take time to heal. We're going to take time to get over situations that made us feel this way. And this is the healing card. Sometimes we say that, there's three swords in it. That means that there could have been perhaps a third party that stirred the cauldron that caused this problem to begin with. It could be the card of a breakup. It can, whether it's a friendship, a friendship or a love partner. But it's also disappointments in jobs and disappointments in success and all kinds of disappointments. But you know what? We're healing through it. And this could have been something that happened a very long time ago for some of us Pisces. And when we get hurt, the wound goes deep. So it takes a long time for some of us to heal, to get through something. Everybody does it at their own pace, my beautiful Pisces. So remember to self-love yourself and realize that you need to take time to overcome this, because you're worthy of it, Pisces. You're bright, you're beautiful, and you have that ability to have a big heart. And sometimes that heart gets broken. Coming in next, we have the Four of Pentacles. So some of us might be holding on to something. It could be energy, a situation, a relationship, or even our money. So this card is often called the Hoarder or the Miser card, but it can also be a good card that says, you're being cautioned to take care of your resources and your money right now. And it's possible that maybe you're too financially conservative. That it's a message to maybe donate time or money to charities and worthy causes, not to hoard it, because, sometimes we need to share the wealth, right? Do our part. But your hard work's paying off right now. But stay alert to new possibilities, because often with this card, it means open your eyes. Change is inevitable, and it can bring newfound resources of abundance to us. We need to be open to these exciting opportunities and not allow ourselves to be led by fear-based thoughts or limiting our actions. But this is a card that can be of good business and good decisions and doing good investments and large purchases or even penny pinching. So, you might have fears of what you've accumulated will be lost. And this is why we're hanging on. We're being careful with our money. And that is important for some of us. So let's not do any emotional spending today, and think about what we need and what we want. Now, coming in next, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and that is working hard for our goals. That's working on something here, which is our job or our career. Our heart is in our work or our studies, and we're committed to learning about our career and our vocation or our project. We're definitely on the right track, and we're dedicated now to do this. We're skilled, and we have talents, and we can be appreciated, and we're going to be rewarded for this. But there's always more to learn, my beautiful Pisces. So consider maybe taking more learning, more classes related to our interests and our professions. We're going to make a serious commitment to study or research. Right now, we're being called to do that for some of us. And it may be time for some of us to go back to school. So you could be planning that. But this is craftsmanship and apprenticeship and doing your due diligence and paying attention to details, wanting to get ahead. And by doing that and being consistent and being determined, this is where the success comes in. Well, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces, this is your daily vibe for today. And I used a different oracle deck. They're very interesting. And it's called Believe in Your Own Magic. So let's all do that today. And know that I send you lots of love and many blessings. And I'll see you soon, my favorite mermaids and mermen.